From the KJFM radio barn at 1021, this is KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, Eagle 102. Area High School Baseball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the diamond for high school baseball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And good afternoon and welcome to Bowling Green. We're at Bowling Green High School this afternoon. High school baseball. It was an off day for the kids today, but the baseball team in action, and they welcome in the Winfield Warriors here tonight. Mark Fronick, Maddie Ingram here at Bowling Green, and it should be a good matchup. Beautiful day for baseball.
Beautiful day for baseball. They've got the lines cut into the outfield, looking good out here, and so should be a pretty good day for a game.
Yeah, I think it's a fresh mow. I
It
saw
is.
some clippings around, so a fresh mow, and it is looking great. Really ringing in spring after the Easter weekend that just concluded. So we'll talk about this one, Bowling Green and Winfield, when we start the pregame show for you next on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice is seeking compassionate nurses to join our work family. We offer competitive pay, great benefits, and flexible scheduling. Don't wait. Apply today at pikecountyhealth.org.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
And welcome back to Bowling Green. It's the Bobcats and the Winfield Warriors. Winfield comes in with a 3-2 record. They could be 4-1. They lost a 9-inning game to St. Charles West. They actually played St. Charles West 2 days in a row. Lost to them the first day 6-5 and 9, and then beat them the next day 6-3. But they come in looking like the 90s Cincinnati Reds. So if we see Rob Dibble or Barry Larkin or Chris Sabo, we know we're in trouble.
Well, yeah, Bobcats may be in trouble if that's the case.
Well, they're also probably in their 50s or early 60s now, so.
But they are still all those players that have a great history.
Exactly. So if any of them wearing goggles and playing third base, we'll start to look out. And if any old ladies come out with a St. Bernard and a cigarette, then we're in big trouble. We don't need Marge Shot around these parts. But the Bobcats, they're hovering right around the 500 mark as well. A 4-5 record so far this season. They had that 8-1 loss in the wind here against North Callaway last week, but came back strong against Mark Twain with a 10-0 win. So a little pick-me-up there against the Mark Twain Tigers.
Yeah, they were definitely able to bounce back. They had a long weekend, and so hopefully getting back on the right track. It seemed like they were just a little off last week when they played North Callaway, but I think that this week could be a good one for the Bobcats.
I think the win might have had something to do with that, and maybe walk-up songs. I don't know.
Maybe the walk-up songs.
One thing or another. They weren't quite themselves that day. Plus, we got Fish on the bump today.
We do.
Camden Fisher.
And you know he's going to go out and give it a good quality start. And so usually he may have one of those innings where he's like, I need to figure some things out. And usually once he figures it out, he is settled and he is good to go. So if he can avoid that one little hiccup inning, I think that we'll have a pretty good start for the Bobcats.
The Bowling Green Bobcats and the Winfield Warriors will check our keys to the game for you after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, PJ's Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill a prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM. Sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Keys to the game for this one: they need to be more like the Bobcats that took on Mark Twain, less like the Bobcats that took on North Callaway last week. The base running has to be better than last Tuesday, and the defense has to be more solid.
Yeah, and I think a quality start from Fish and then some good defense behind them will really turn that page. And so if you can settle in and put up some zeros, there's a lot less pressure on you to try to come back from an 8-run deficit, whatever it may be. You want to make sure that you're putting up zeros and giving yourself an opportunity offensively to get the lead.
Yeah, you got to make the most of your opportunities as well. Losing players at the plate, not ideal, and just making them pay for mistakes. That's something that Bowling Green has been iffy about this season. Haven't taken advantage of those opportunities.
Yeah, and those plays at the plate have been kind of a dagger at times, but sometimes you're also losing runners at second and third base. They're just off too far, just not getting a good jump, and those are runners in scoring position, and that extends an inning. So if you clean that up, a lot of these games may look a little bit different.
Those are our keys to the game. We'll check starting lineups for you next on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bibb Beach and Collier Funeral Homes, Sun Window Company, and Center Locker Service.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill a prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Casey Sutton, certified athletic trainer with Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And getting ready for baseball here at Bowling Green as the Bobcats take on the Winfield Warriors. I think all we're waiting on for introductions is the home player, the umpires to show up here at the ballpark, and then we can exchange lineup cards and get this thing going. But let's check our starting lineups for the Winfield Warriors. They'll lead it off with the center fielder, number 5, Logan Habakan. The shortstop bat second, number 27, Brady Creech. Then the pitcher, number 8, Mitchell Wade, gets the start. Batting cleanup is the third baseman, number 7, Alex Kinney. Then the right fielder, number 3, Warren Conrad. Second baseman bats 6, number 18, Peter Nickel. We love him from basketball season. Catcher bats 7th, number 1, Caden Palmer. And then the first baseman in the 8th spot, number 23, Luke Pruitt. Batting 9th and playing left field is number 2, Cooper Martin. For the Bowling Green Bobcats, they'll lead it off with the left fielder, number 3, Alex Miller. Then the center fielder, number 31, Gavin Potter. Shortstop in the 3 spot, number 13, Zach Gibson. Batting cleanup, the catcher again, number 44, Rowan Milosevic. In the 5 spot is the first baseman, number 11, Eli Grody. Then the third baseman, number 33, Lucas Jennings. Pitcher bats 7th, number 1, Camden Fisher. Then the designated hitter, number 8, Dane Dunn. Batting 9th, the second baseman, number 9, Lucas Dick. And flexing out there in right field is number 23, Tanner McGaw. So again, for the Warriors, it's Habakan, Creech, Wade, Kinney, Conrad, Nickel, Palmer, Pruitt, and Martin. For Bowling Green, Miller, Potter, Gibson, Milosevic, Grody, Jennings, Fisher, Dunn, and Dick with McGaw. Fielding only out there in right field.
Still waiting on those umpires. Everybody's kind of looking around as the stands begin to fill. Quite a few students here today, assuming that they may have gotten out of track practice early, did an early day practice because there's a lot of kids here.
I saw some route running going on when I got here on the football field.
Oh.
Yeah, they were the football was out and they were
It's never too early to prepare for the 2023 football season.
Yeah, whether it'll be for Bowling Green or moving on. I saw Marcus out there and Gunnar Bryant. So just I think having a little fun, but definitely keeping football going in their brains ahead of next season. Beautiful day for baseball. We'll take a break, come back. Hopefully have the introductions as the umpires are making their way onto the field right now. It's baseball in just minutes right here on Eagle 102.
Eagle 102 Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Loyalty Dogs, Crazy Ladies Garden Center, and Niebuhr Funeral Homes.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Welcome to Vast National Bank. How can I help you?
Hey, I'm here to talk to someone about a loan.
Oh, I'll grab you the L97B. We call it the Just Talking form.
What about actually applying for a loan?
Oh my, let me pop in the toner cartridge. Hey Bill, you want to pass me the big stapler?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to People's Savings Bank.
Skip the mega banks. When you need a loan, visit People's Savings Bank. The people you know and trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Umpires and the coaches exchanging lineup cards at home plate, just minutes away from on-field introductions. And then first pitch here from Bowling Green as the Bobcats take on the Winfield Warriors. Let's set the defense for the Bobcats. Across the outfield, it's Alex Miller in left, Gavin Potter in center, and Tanner McGaw on right. Lucas Jennings is the third baseman, Zach Gibson at short, Lucas Dick at second base, and Eli Grody over at first. Rowan Milosevic behind the plate, and Camden Fisher. We saw him warming up again a couple minutes ago, as it's just a long delay, and you kind of those starting and stopping things kind of mess with your pregame routine.
Yeah, you get a little stiff sometimes, and so wanting to keep that arm loose. And both teams are ready. They were just waiting on umpires, so it seemed like they got through things pretty quickly, and they were ready to go. And so if he was mentally prepared, I can only imagine what it takes to get mentally prepared again.
A little more relaxed on the Winfield side. They're either up on the top step hanging over the rail or leaning against the mesh backstop just to the home plate side of the third or first base dugout. So Bowling Green out there, I'm not sure exactly what they're doing. Little juggly drill or something?
Yeah, well, I was just talking to a good friend of mine over the weekend, played college softball together, and more teams are using hacky sacks to warm up. That's not a hacky sack. There's too much bounce.
Yeah.
But initially, whenever I saw him down there, I don't know, it just gets you moving and helps you feel good. It's just an easy way to get loose, and so I'm thinking it's something similar. It's like a spike ball or something.
Hockey players play soccer in the arena before the game, and I guess baseball players play hacky sack.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But it's more of a recent thing, I would say, over the last year or two. Seeing more teams do it, baseball, softball, whatever. They're getting loose with hacky sack.
Gen Z, I tell you what.
You got to have quick feet, quick reactions to play baseball and softball, right?
Exactly. It's the Bobcats and the Winfield Warriors. Take a break, come back with baseball in just minutes on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Ackles Farm Market, and Northeast Missouri Title Company.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MerBK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting merbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cake, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
Well, we have figured it out. They're doing a bucket ball or spike ball down there outside the Bowling Green dugout, bouncing the ball off the top of the ball bucket. I think it's got a padded seat. Maybe? Yeah.
Better pay attention.
Yeah.
They're hitting it hard enough that it is bouncing.
Yeah.
So watch your teeth.
So that's what you do to pass the time. The umpires and coaches just breaking up the exchange of the lineup cards at home plate, and now they're meeting with random citizens there at home plate as well. So anything to delay the start of this game, that's for sure. But Winfield all out of their dugout, huddled up on the first base line, and Bowling Green, now they're still playing. But they're finally starting the on-field introductions here at Bowling Green as the Bobcats get ready to take on the Winfield Warriors. Bowling Green 4-5 and Winfield 3-2. So kind of a slow schedule to start. Maybe a lot of rainouts for Winfield. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and Bowling Green up north, we've had a little bit better weather, I think, and so just they've been a little bit luckier this season and have a good field and have done some maintenance. But just maybe those dates that were scheduled were better for the Bobcats.
Exactly. So it's the Winfield Warriors visiting the Bowling Green Bobcats, and baseball is coming up next on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, "The sweetest fruits of life come from serving others." And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
See me, Tim Jenkins, at 3404 Georgia Street for a free insurance review.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, Eolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
Introducing the Bobcats here in the stadium at Bowling Green High School. Mark Fronick, Maddie Ingram, as the Bobcats get ready to take on the Winfield Warriors. Bowling Green in the red tops with the numbers you can't see, white pants. And a little more classic look from the Winfield Warriors in kind of a road gray with the red
numbers
lettering.
that you can see.
Exactly. And the classic baseball script across the front of the jersey that says Winfield.
They have stirrups.
They do. I like the high socks. I'm a big fan of high socks. High Sox Sunday was a big thing for me.
Yeah. We did that in softball. Not that we didn't always do it, but when Skip Schumacher played for the St. Louis Cardinals, he was like one of the at that time was one of the only people that rolled his pants up, and it was a Skippy Sunday, is what we called it. We had the same socks that the St. Louis Cardinals wore.
Well, that's a good tradition.
It was. It was a fun day. Skippy Sundays.
Yeah, I like. I have always been a fan of the strips, not the real ones.
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
because
do
they
that.
just move.
Yeah, exactly. Getting ready for the national anthem here. We'll take one more break, come back with the first pitch after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, PJ's Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
A lot of baseball this week here on Eagle 102. Of course, the game we're getting ready to start is the Bowling Green Bobcats and the Winfield Warriors. As they've said, play ball here in the stadium. So that's what we'll do is Camden Fisher warms up to start this ball game. Tomorrow, they'll have Louisiana Wright City from Wallace Park. That's a 4:45 pregame, 5 o'clock first pitch. Wednesday on the softball diamond, Pittsfield at home against Western. And then Thursday, we'll have Clopton, Montgomery County from Clopton High School. So 4 days of diamond sports here on Eagle 102.
Yeah, and Camden Fisher, he's warming up to Timmy Trumpet out there. Is that what that was?
It was.
The Edwin Diaz pitching song.
Yeah, we're not going to hear that much for a while after his injury at the World Baseball Classic. So we'll take
celebrating.
care of it. Yeah, take care of it here at the high school level as they warm up infield and outfield, and of course Camden Fisher on the hill. And I just love his body language out there.
He flashes his glove, and that's what's going to start his pitching routine.
Yeah, catches it and flings things around and you can tell pitch to pitch what he thought about the pitch.
Yeah.
And I like that. I like a pitcher who wears his heart on his sleeve, that's for sure. So I'll go through the defense again for you. Alex Miller in left, Gavin Potter in center, Tanner McGaw in right, Lucas Jennings at the third, Zach Gibson at short, Lucas Dick at second, and Eli Grody at first. Ron Milosevic behind the plate, and Camden Fisher. Looks like he's ready to take on Logan Habakan, the center fielder, to start this ball game. He digs into the left-hand batter's box. Where's number 5? Straight up and down stance. And he rips one into right, and it's down for a hit. First pitch of the ball game is a base hit. And Winfield wastes no time to start out this ball game.
Fielded cleanly by Tanner McGaw, who's playing right field, was able to scoop it up and get it back in, holding Havikin to only one back.
So that'll bring in Brady Creech, the shortstop, as Winfield looks to jump ahead here in the top of the first inning. Check on the runner and back in with the head-first slide is Havikin.
Good little move from Fish. He's not afraid to throw back.
No. And the first pitch to Creech. Runner goes. Throw down. It's a good one. And in with a nice slide to the outside of the bag is Havikin for a stolen base.
Good throw, as you mentioned, but it was just a little bit more towards shortstop, and I think that makes it tough to get that tag across.
Mm-hmm.
But Zach Gibson was there, fielded it, so it didn't go to the outfield. So it was a one-hopper.
That one misses outside. And the count, I believe, 2-0.
Yes.
To the right-hand hitting Creech. Looking for a gap here as they hold the runner at second base. There's a strike called. 2 balls and a strike, nobody out. Here in the top of the first inning.
Good pitch to get back into this count. It was right on that outside corner of the plate, not down central.
The 2-1 pitch from Fisher is popped up. Moving over, the center fielder, getting under it and making the catch is Potter. Runner tags, and he's safe. Ball gets away from the third baseman Jennings, but no further movement as it was backed up nicely by the pitcher Fisher.
That was a late hop, and Lucas Jennings really didn't know what to do with it because he couldn't go up and get it as diving into third base was Havikin, but it just took a weird hop, and he was unable to field it.
Mitchell Wade, the pitcher, bats third, and he'll bat from the left-hand side. Where's number 8? And takes a ball. That one dropped out of the zone.
Wade is your pitcher today. So a pitcher versus pitcher battle. Runner at third base for Winfield with 1 out.
That one goes high and outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner at third is Havikin. And the 2-0 pitch. Up high, 3-0.
Trying to be careful. This is the first hitter from the left side, and you have a runner at third base. Don't want to get an early lead to the Winfield Warriors.
And the 3-0 is a strike called. Get over fastball. Keeps Fish in the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runner at third, 1 out. Looking for a pop-up on the infield. Gets a pop-up, foul territory, and that one will reach the seats. Count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Fisher back in this count. Let's see if he can win it here.
The 3-2, and just
Ooh.
misses the outside corner, and it's a 1-out walk, and there's runners at the corners now for Winfield.
So far, the strike zone has been a little bit smaller, and you have to be really fine on those corners to get it called for a strike.
We'll bring in the cleanup hitter, right-handed hitting Alex Kinney. He's the third baseman. Step off. And no one moving. Fisher's pitch to Kinney is a strike called. First batter that he's started with a strike here this afternoon.
Good movement.
0-1. Double play ball would be nice.
They're pinching the middle a little.
0-1. Swung on and missed. Pulled the string on that one, and it's 0-2. Runner takes second, so the double play out of order.
Off speed and dropping from Fisher.
Mm-hmm. Second and third, one out. Now you need that strikeout. The 0-2. Rip foul. Past the third base coaching box.
Is anybody going to get it? Or are they just going to leave it there?
Why not?
Left fielder wasn't going.
Now, though, get a kid in a helmet and send him down the line to get it. I think the home plate umpire had to call for somebody to go get it.
Yeah, because I don't think you're supposed to leave the ball in the field of play.
Nope.
So.
Even in foul territory. Another 0-2 from Fisher. Good block by Rowan behind the plate.
Slid on his knees, went to the other batter's box to make the stop.
Had to backhand it, too.
Mm-hmm.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Second and third, 1 out. The pitch to Wayne is in the air, deep, and it is a fair ball and a home run.
A long one.
Yeah, way long, across the road.
Yeah, that ball was tailing and tough to tell down the line, but umpire did call it fair. So that is a 3-run shot from Wade. There went the car that it could have possibly
Kenny,
hit.
rather. Kenny with the home run, and it's 3-0 Winfield here in the top of the first inning. And that ball may still be going on bounce. That was a towering blast. But everyone kind of froze. They didn't know if it was going to stay fair or not, but by the time it tailed, it was well beyond the pole.
Miller knew it was out. No one knew if it was fair at that point. Just kept going.
On the outside corner on the first pitch to Conrad. And it's an 0-1 count.
Bad news, 3 runs on the board. Good news, no one's on base.
Up and in. Evens counted a ball and a strike. Fisher from the full line delivers. And this one is ripped, but foul. And it'll go over the sidewall beyond the Bowling Green dugout on the third base side. And somebody's looking for that home run ball still.
Keep walking.
Yeah. 1-2 the count. To Conrad. Misses the outside corner. Wasn't chasing. 2-2.
A strikeout here would be big for Fisher. Missed on the outside corner. Stopped by Milosevic.
And the count full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-0 Winfield here in the top of the first inning. Still just 1 out. Second 3-2 count for Fisher, and he misses.
Ooh, that was
close. Both of them have been close 3-2 pitches, and both times the call has gone to Winfield.
That's 2 walks this inning from Fisher.
That'll bring in Peter Nickel. He's the second baseman, bats from the right-hand side. Check on the runner at first. Back in with that first slide is Conrad. Fish needs to settle down here. Double play ball would help with that. Bunted out in front of the plate. Only play is to first, and the out is made there. Sacrifice good. 2-3 on the put out.
Great job by Milosevic to go ahead and get that second out. Take it if they're giving it to you, but it's really easy to try to come around that runner with a big throw and send it into the outfield. So he did a great job of being right on target.
So now 2 outs and a runner at second base, and that pitch goes up high.
It's Caden Palmer at the plate.
He's the catcher.
Where's number 1 batting from the right-hand side?
I don't picture 1 as a catcher's number.
No.
That one misses the outside corner, 2-0.
He's been close today. Been close. Might help a little bit if the plate was cleaned off.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The 2-0 is fouled. Back to the screen. And a 2-1 count. 2 outs and a runner at second base.
Fisher up to 26 pitches already in this first inning. 3-run home run gives Winfield the lead.
And the next, the 2-1 offering from Fisher. Runner takes his lead, and that one's outside. 3 balls and a strike. They still haven't found that home run?
No, they have a second out there now. They keep going back to the same spot.
Yeah, 3-2. I know that Kenny would love it if they found that ball.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of like when you go to the refrigerator and you don't see any food, but you know there's probably something in there,
Yeah.
so you keep checking.
That one misses the corner, and another 3-2 pitch goes the way of the Warriors, and there's runners at first and second with 2 outs. Inning continues.
So 3 walks in the inning, a 3-run home run for the Winfield Warriors. It's 8-9-1. 2
Luke
outs,
Pruitt,
though.
the batter.
Yep, Luke Pruitt, your first baseman.
He's a big guy if he gets a hold of one, even from that 8 spot. That one on the inside corner had Pruitt backing away from it, and it's strike 1.
A little bit of a late call from the umpire.
0-1. That one misses. A ball and a strike. Kind of went back to the same area, but a little high this time.
Yep. Had a great break to it, though. Enough to get Pruitt to kind of back off once again.
This one fouled off the screen. And the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes.
Warren Conrad at second base for the Winfield Warriors.
1 ball, 2 strike count. And the next from Fish is grounded to the third baseman. He'll step on the bag, and the side is retired. On the ground out, 5 unassisted, half inning in the books. It's 3-0 Winfield on the home run. Bowling Green coming up on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bibb Beach and Collier Funeral Homes, Sun Window Company, and Center Locker Service.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Set the defense for Winfield as they lead Bowling Green 3-0 after a half inning. Across the outfield, it's Cooper Martin in left, Logan Hepkin in center, and Warren Conrad in right. Alex Kinney's the third baseman, Brady Creech at short, Peter Nickel at second base, and Luke Pruitt over at first. Caden Palmer behind the plate, and Mitchell Wade is the pitcher warming up for the Warriors. Bowling Green will send up Alex Miller, Gavin Potter, Zach Gibson. Anyone gets on, Roman Milosevic. The cleanup hitter will bat here in the bottom of the first inning. Bowling Green needs some base runners. They trail 3-0.
Just a little bit of work to do to start the home half of the first inning. Could have definitely been worse. They left a couple of base runners on, but just going to have to settle down. And getting 1 on the board at least will definitely change the energy in the Bobcats dugout.
Yeah, we've seen them answer the call here at home this season so far, but gonna need an effort here to they need, like you said, something just to get themselves some momentum back after that rocky top of the first inning.
And it's always tough, especially when you see a big home run like that too, to kind of bounce back, because you know that their offense has some power to it, and so you're going to have to defend for the rest of the ball game. If you can minimize and at least get on the board, it'll definitely help.
As Wade continues to warm up. It was a long top of the first inning, so they gave him a little more time. He'll get one more, and then the throw will go down, and we'll start this bottom of the first inning.
Well, on top of that, there was also a delay in getting umpires here and everything.
Yeah.
So they've had some time to sit down for a little bit at least. And the Bobcats, they did change up their lineup a little bit from last week. So Gavin Potter, he had been batting a little bit lower in the lineup, and so he's going to be batting second behind Alex Miller.
So Miller digs in to the right-hand batter's box. Very right-handed heavy lineup. A little more of a mix from Winfield, and that ball is outside and a 1-0 count. Underway here in the bottom of the first with Bowling Green trailing 3-0.
A big key for the Bobcats is to be selective at the plate, as we know that the corners haven't been called as much, so taking that as an advantage for themselves as well, as Fish issued a couple of walks in that top half of the first inning, issued 3 of them actually, and so he should be in there telling them what's being called and what's not.
Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2 after a pair of swinging strikes to Alex Miller. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter for the Bobcats. Miller ready again, so is Wade. That one bounces in, count even 2-2.
We don't get to see a lot of lefty pitchers.
I like it.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
Lefty-lefty matchup good for you when you were a hitter?
No.
No?
No, or pitcher. Hated the lefty-lefty. I hit so many left-handed hitters. This one grounded, high chopper, fielded by Wade. Good turn, throw, and he got him by 1 full step for the first out.
Coming to the plate, number 31.
Fielded his position well.
1-3 on the put out. Wade to Pruitt, and that'll bring in Potter. And that was definitely a play helped by the fact that he was a left-hander, because you're already falling off to that third base side with your follow-through.
Had a big hop as well, gave him some time.
That one fouled out of play and leave all the way to the track.
It got quite a few looks. I don't know that anybody actually got up to go get it.
Yeah.
Lots of heads turned.
0-1. It looks like some of the Winfield JV are out there warming up on the baseball field as that one misses for a ball.
You cover this fence out there out there by the road, and we'll cover this one.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and base is empty. The next from Wade to Potter is outside and high. 2 balls and a strike.
Seems as though Wade has some velocity in comparison to some of the pitchers Bowling Green has seen this year.
That one was close, but not handled real well by the catcher Palmer, so call goes to Bowling Green, and Potter ahead in the count, or even in the count, 2-2. 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch is up high, and it's a walk.
Chucks the bat down the third base line as he sprinted to first base.
Yeah. That'll bring in Gibson. And we'll see what Bowling Green wants to do here on the base pass. You got your center fielder on first. Should have some speed if you're playing that spot.
He likes to dance out at the bases and puts a lot of pressure on the pitchers, but going to be tough over there at first base with that lefty pitcher.
Mm-hmm. This one grounded to the shortstop. Up with it is Creech, over to second, down to first. Good stretch, and out at first. It's a double play, 6-4-3, and the Bobcats are retired here in the bottom of the first inning. 3-0 Winfield leading Bowling Green on Eagle 102.
Eagle 102 Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Loyalty Dogs, Crazy Ladies Garden Center, and Niebuhr Funeral Homes.
Cellular Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice is seeking compassionate nurses to join our work family.
We offer competitive pay, great benefits, and flexible scheduling. Don't wait. Apply today at PikeCountyHealth.org.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
3-0 Winfield. They sent 8 men to the plate in the top of the first. Scored 3 times on a 3-run home run. So you got 9-1-2. Martin, then Haviken and Creech. And you need, if you're Camden Fisher, an efficient inning here.
An efficient inning is needed for sure. You don't want to get any deeper into this lineup. They've already seen you once. If you can minimize how many of them have seen you twice so far, it'd be best, especially to stay in this ball game. You don't want any more runs to cross the plate.
So Martin will bat from the right-hand side. 33 pitches in the top of the first inning for Camden Fisher. But each time we've seen him, the first inning is his worst inning. So only way to go is up as that one's fouled back toward us. And a 0-1 count.
And you can definitely see the adjustment that Fisher makes whenever you go from one inning to the next. It seems as he gets stronger.
0-1. Oh, swung through that one, 0-2. You think Coach Smith went to go get us hot dogs?
I think so. They smell really good.
Yeah, they do.
My stomach is kind of growling.
0-2.
Ooh, good
that
pitch.
One, yeah. I think maybe if Rowan can
squeeze
catch
it,
that one and frame it a little bit, he would have got the call. Instead, it's a ball and 2-strike count.
Definitely driving with that thumb to get under that pitch. And think he just squeezed too early.
1-2, misses inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The next from Camden Fisher. Misses the outside corner, 3-2. Had him 0-2. Now 3-2.
He's trying to get him to chase low in the zone or on that inner half, and he's just not getting it.
The 3-2 pitch.
And he punches him out on that one.
Yes, he does. Finally gets a 3-2 call. Does Camden Fisher, and down is the number 9 hitter, Martin. We go back to the top for Logan Haviken.
That's the first strikeout for Fisher today. It's a looking strikeout. I think he was pretty close on a couple of those walks. He could have had a couple of looking strikeouts, but they were taken all the way.
There's a strike called. Yeah, that definitely would have helped the top of the first inning if he would have got 1 or 2 of those calls.
Yeah.
0-1 the count to Haviken, and he stroked the first pitch he saw in the top of the first inning out to right. Even count now, 1-1. Pitch number 42 on its way from Camden Fisher, and this one is hit deep into center field. Moving back on it, back is Potter, and he makes the catch.
Took an odd route to get there, but he got it done, and that's all that matters. Maybe a little bit of help from the wind and some spin off the bat, but he took a good enough route to get that ball caught.
Yeah. You play shallow. That's the Jim Edmonds philosophy, right?
Yeah, and he has some speed, and you can tell that he definitely hustles every time. He just took an extra cut or two to get to where he was going, but that ball was definitely over his head.
There's Creech taking a ball to start his second at-bat of the day. The 1-0.
In his last at-bat, he hit a fly ball to center field.
And this one is stroked in between the shortstop and third baseman for a 2-out hit. So Creech is aboard, and that'll bring in the pitcher, Mitchell Wade.
So a 5-6 hole single for Creech. And Wade walked his last at bat. So hopefully not doing that here. And you definitely don't want to get to Kinney.
He already has a 3-run blast today. Left-handed hitting pitcher. Check on the runner at first. And back in safely is Creech. You can still get out of this relatively quickly if you get the pitcher here. Ooh, just missed.
Not a bad shot at all.
1-0 count. 2 outs, runner at first, and a quick throw over to first. Fisher. First base side of the rubber, comes set from the stretch. Kicks, delivers, reaching for it, and that is a swinging strike. Runner takes second without a throw.
And I think that was just on purpose. Do a really slow, lazy-like swing to block the catcher from getting that throw down to second. So some strategy from the Winfield Warriors. Now you got a runner in scoring position.
With 2 outs, that one up high, 2-1. This is the batter you want to get. It gets really dangerous after this. This one is fouled at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and this is a big pitch coming up.
Would like to get out of this one and leave that runner stranded at second base as the Bobcats trail the Winfield Warriors 3-0.
The 2-2 from Camden Fisher on its way and gets away.
Hits the batter's foot.
It did. So the runner will have to stay at second. And there's runners at first and second now with 2 outs. And in comes Alex Kinney, the third baseman.
As we mentioned, he had that big home run down the left field line his last at bat. It was a 3-run shot.
This one is hit high, very high, into left field, straight away. With the center fielder running behind him, Alex Miller makes the catch to leave 2 aboard. Still 3-0 after an inning and a half. Bowling Green coming up trailing Winfield on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Ackles Farm Market, and Northeast Missouri Title Company.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana. And let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
So a 0 on the board for Winfield in the top of the second inning. They still lead Bowling Green 3-0. Back on the hill is Mitchell Wade.
Good job by Camden Fisher to settle down, and really he had runners on base, so he was under that pressure situation, but he was able to calm himself down, find the zone, and with that home run hitter at the plate and Kinney, he was able to get the out that he needed to get out of the inning.
Yeah, he got him underneath that pitch, and he still hit it a long way, but straight up in the air to the left fielder.
Made it look like an easy play for the left fielder, but good piece of hitting from Kinney. Is he definitely has power, especially to the left field side.
So for Bowling Green, who do we got coming up? Grody?
Yes.
Grody, Jennings, and Fisher. If anyone gets on, done. So we're going 5 to
Or
7.
Excuse me, it's Milosevic.
Okay.
Milosevic, Grody, Jennings. I was looking at numbers and I thought I had memorized everybody. Got Milosevic.
You can see
and
numbers?
Grody. Oh, well, yes. No, kind of.
Yeah. 3-0 at Winfield.
Number 44, rolling.
So Milosevic leads things off. Bats from the right-hand side. Where's number 44, if you can see it? Wade comes set, and the lefty kicks and delivers. Pitching from the stretch, even with nobody on.
Hits the net behind home plate. Think he crossed his catcher. Palmer up.
1-0, the count to the Bowling Green catcher, and that one goes back to the screen on a bounce.
There's a hole in the glove. That's what he looked at it like, hey, all right, that's the second one to the screen. Glove, do your job.
Guess as long as there's not a hole in the screen, you're good. 2-0 count. That one low, 3-0.
A little bit of trouble with grip in his finish.
Wade delivers a 3-0 pitch. And that one is low as well on a 4-pitch walk.
Rowan draws the walk.
Bring in Eli Grody.
Number 11, Eli Grody.
Just 15 pitches so far for Mitchell Wade in an inning plus. So Milosevic takes his lead off of first. And the first pitch, showing bunt, and that ball was way high.
He pulled that back really quickly.
5 straight out of the zone to start this bottom of the second inning. Maybe a little window opening here with Wade struggling. This one grounded to the second baseman. Too short. Now back to first. That's a 4-6-3 double play. Second double play turned by the Warriors already, and we're just in the bottom of the second inning.
They're really strong up the middle. It seems that they work on that double play quite a bit. And Creech and Nickel, they just did a fantastic job for the second time. And that's 2 quick outs.
Yep. They've gone both ways. The last inning, it was 6-4-3. Creech to a covering Nickel. This time it's Nickel to a covering Creech. Had a good runner out there to do it with Milosevic, the catcher, and that's a strike called on the first pitch to Lucas Jennings.
So Jennings looking to get something started.
And this one bounced to Nickel, throw to first. 4-3 on the putout, and quietly go the Bobcats here in the bottom of the second inning. Still 3-0 Winfield. They're coming up leading Bowling Green on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego, power beyond belief.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It'll be Conrad, Nickel, and Palmer due up for the Winfield Warriors as Bobcats are trailing 3-0 on Eagle 102.
51 pitches already for Camden Fisher as he starts his third inning of work. All the damage came in one swing of the bat in the top of the first inning, a 3-run home run by Alex Kinney, the cleanup man for the Warriors.
But able to bounce back, get him on a pop fly his last at bat, which is always big. You don't want to give up the long moonshot again. It's
Exactly.
tough, but it can happen.
So Conrad, Nickel, and Palmer.
A long throw from Milosevic from his knees. That was just shot up straight in the air.
Little gas. Heading skyward, and Conrad takes a long walk around the circle and now digs into the right-hand batter's box. And the first pitch is popped up and out of play.
I was anticipating it hitting the roof of this and shocking me just a little bit. It always catches me off guard. Even when I know it's coming.
0-1. And this one grounded foul past third. And someone will have to go after that one. 0-2.
Conrad was able to wait back on that just enough. He noticed and recognized the off speed coming in on his hands.
No balls, 2 strikes to the number 5 hitter in this order. And this one is grounded past the third baseman and into left field. A leadoff hit again for the Warriors. So he took an 0-2 pitch back the way he came and gets aboard to start this top of the third inning.
That's the second shot to the 5-6 hole from the Warriors. They've done a great job on that left side of the field. Bowling Green's going to have to pinch that gap just a little bit. It's a pretty big one that they have between short and third. And it kind of stays that way.
Fish slings a throw over to first. Back in safely is Conrad as nickel. He sacrificed his last time up, didn't he?
He did. Sacrifice bunt.
And that one catches the outside corner. Generous strike, 0-1.
He stays in the batter's box.
Well, you got it with the pitch clock now. Slings it over to first.
He does get a timeout, though.
Yeah. If it's granted.
If Fisher's going to quick pitch him, he has the right to step out, too.
And the next is up high. A ball and a strike. Of course, there's no pitch clock in high school.
We're just joking, of course.
Yeah. It's in the back of our head. This one fouled toward the on-deck circle. Down in front of the Winfield dugout on the first base side.
Of course, next year they'll implement the jumbo bases.
Oh, yeah. You got to get those. 1-2 the count. Runner at first. And another throw over to first. And back in with the head first slide was Conrad. Nickel behind in the count. 1-2. They've done a good job with 2 strikes, the Warriors have. Runner going. And the pitch misses up high. No throw.
Really good jump from Conrad, and there was nothing that the Bobcats could do. Throwing down probably just would have resulted in him taking third base. That's how close he was.
2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Fish. And the first out here in the top of the third inning. Seems like they're getting a good read on the off-speed stuff. And out of the dugout, the Bowling Green head coach to talk about this one. I think we might have a pitching change here.
That's Gibson.
And we will. Looks like Gibson is going to take over. Zach Gibson here in the top of the third inning with 1 on and 1 out. We'll come back as he warms up with the Warriors up 3-0 over Bowling Green on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, PJ's Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Strike on the first pitch from Gibson. This one in the dirt, and the count 1-1. So Gibson in relief of Camden Fisher, and they just swapped position. So Fisher is now the shortstop. Runner at second, and this one lifted up and out of play on the first base side. And a 1-2 count. So what that does is allows Fish to come back maybe later in the week and have another appearance, getting him out of there with a lower pitch count.
If the run doesn't cross the plate to score, Fisher will end the day with 2 strikeouts and 3 earned runs and 2.1 innings of work.
That one missed. The count 2-2. Runner at second, 1 out. And the next is fouled straight back at the screen. Still 2-2.
The Warriors have a phone that's recording their ball game, and it's
taking
about
a
to
beating.
fall. Yeah, it's about to fall. And I don't think there's a case on it.
This one back, and Gibson snares it in the air, and that is a double play. Line out double play back to the pitcher as Gibson. What reaction there to catch that and then have the wherewithal to turn around and get it to the covering second baseman, Lucas Dick, to retire the side. So both teams are turning double plays. Bowling Green's a little different than the 6-4 or 4-6-3 ones that Winfield has, but it's still a 3-0 game. Bowling Green trails as we head to the bottom of the third on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bibb Beach and Collier Funeral Homes, Sun Window Company, and Center Locker Service.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
Still 3-0 Warriors, but a big momentum boost there for Bowling Green with that line-out double play. That was a loud double play.
It was a ball that was hit really hard, and fantastic job by Zach Gibson to get his glove up and then still be heads up enough to turn around and make that play at second base. So that made his inning of work pretty easy, and so gets the Bobcats back in to swing the bat and hopefully turn the lineup over.
And closes the book on the starter for today as Camden Fisher allows the 3 runs on that home run, and that is it thanks to that stop from Gibson. And now the shortstop, Camden Fisher, digs in. Right-handed hitter. Like that green and black bat.
It matches his outfit today, his uniform. It's red and black.
Yeah.
It does look good, though.
And the 1-0 misses. 2-0 to Camden Fisher. So Fisher, Dunn, and Dick, 7, 8, and 9 for Bowling Green. They trail 3-0, and it might take something from the bottom of the lineup as that one's a high strike. 2-1. That was about chest high to Camden Fisher. Not the tallest guy in the Bowling Green lineup. That one misses low, 3-1.
Still having some trouble finding the zone is Wade. He's kind of been at that bottom half of the zone quite a bit.
The 3-1 pitch to Camden Fisher. And that one, another high strike. Count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Red batting gloves for Fisher, and he takes the ball high. So he went back to the well one more time looking for that high strike, and Fish goes down to first.
That is the 3rd walk issued today by Wade.
But he's always come back with a ground ball up the middle, it seems.
Turns into a double play.
Mm-hmm. That's why he's only at 25 pitches right now, and that one misses up high. 1-0 to Dane Dunn. He's the DH today. Fish a short lead at first against the lefty. He delivers, and this one grounded to the second baseman. To the covering shortstop, over to first, and that is the 3rd double play turn by Nickel and Creech. 4-6-3 on the putout, and both runners are erased. That'll bring in the number 9 man, Lucas Dick.
They make it look so simple, and it's very fluid. They're fielding the ball cleanly, getting it off of a good hop, and you don't really see all that many double plays whenever it comes to high school diamond sports, and to see 3 from one team today, that's impressive.
There is a strike called, a high strike to Lucas Dick, the number 9 man and second baseman. 3-0 Winfield, bases empty, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss, late swing there, and the count goes to 0-2.
And that was up in the zone as well.
But you got to protect against that now. The way the calls have been going. 0-2. Up high, a ball and 2 strikes.
That ball's thrown out to second base, and Nichols going to pick it up to give it back to Wade.
And that'll get him out of position a little bit. 3-0 Winfield leads. Bowling Green looking for something here after the double play. But a double play in every inning turned by Winfield. That one fouled back to the screen.
If that trend continues, assuming that's probably a record of some sort.
Yeah, right.
This could be on pace for a record at this point.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next. Swing and a miss, and that retires the side. Bowling Green still looking for something. They trail 3-0 as we head to the top of the 4th. Winfield leads on Eagle 102.
Eagle 102 Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Loyalty Dogs, Crazy Ladies Garden Center, and Niebuhr Funeral Homes.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, Eolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Strike called to start the top of the 4th inning. Pruitt, Martin, and Havikin. 8-9-1 for Winfield, who lead this game 3-0. As this one is hit toward the gap, and it's going to get down. Cut off on a little bobble there by Miller, but he gets it back in and holds him to a single.
Every hit besides one today has come to that left side of the field. Either that 5-6 hole or directly to that left fielder.
Mm-hmm. So, a leadoff hit. That's what, 3rd time in 4 innings they've had the leadoff man on?
Yes.
This one's ripped to the past the 3rd baseman and into left field, just out of the reach of Lucas Jennings, and the first 2 have reached.
Jennings plays pretty close to that line, and the Bobcats often pinch the middle, and that just leaves that gap pretty big. And if you don't really have a lot of range, that hole is just going to be taken advantage of all day long, especially if you can place your hits and you see that gap. Winfield has definitely taken advantage of it.
They've started off strong here against Gibson in his first full inning of work, as this one's bunted foul down the 3rd base line for strike 1. He got the double play to get out of last inning. Heck, he snared the double play. But now the 8 and 9 men have reached, and back to the top of the order. Pretty stacked lineup for Winfield. A chance for a big inning here against Zach Gibson. That one outside and high. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Havikin. There's a strike called. 1-2.
Working that outside corner to Havikin.
Who is testing the boundaries of that left-hand batter's box.
He is.
That one misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That one was close, just falling more towards that right-hand batter's box.
All the way back, all the way in is the lefty leadoff hitter, as this one kind of an inside-out swing and fouled over the side fence on a bounce past the batting cage or bullpen. And still a 2-2 count. Runners at first and second, nobody out for the Warriors. The 2-2, same kind of swing, and this one's just going to be dumped into left field near the line. Everybody advances one base, and the bases are loaded here, full of Winfield Warriors with nobody out.
Alex Miller did a fantastic job of running to that line, cutting that ball off, because if it gets down the line, you're looking at probably 2 runs, and he was able to stop it on that one hop.
That'll bring in Brady Creech with a runner at third. Nobody out. Not the fleetest of foot there at third base as that pitch is up high for ball 1.
So the last 3 hits went to left field, all 3 of them.
This one popped up. Going to go over our heads. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Bases loaded. This could be the ball game here, really. The pitch. This one grounded to the third baseman. Coming home with it. He is out. Oh, he dropped the ball, and it's 4-0.
Looked like Milosevic was just trying to get a quick transfer to try to turn a double play, as the Bobcats did that last inning to end the inning. But you have to get that first one, especially with the run crossing the plate.
Error on the catcher, and it's 4-0. Still nobody out. Unearned run.
Oh.
Did they call him out? Did they say it was on the exchange?
I guess so.
Wow.
Out on the board.
Yeah, there is an out on the board.
Okay. Well, that's a big break there.
Yeah. That ball gets away. Got a good bounce. Off the backstop, right back to Milosevic. That one fouled out of play. So 3-0. They count the out.
That is the first out of the inning. The bases are still loaded for the Warriors, and they're at a good point in their lineup. 3, 4, 5.
Fouled off the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 1 out. To the pitcher, Wade. Gibson's pitch. Left the zone. 3-2. That's the one you try and get him to chase. He was a little too far outside.
Took something off of it.
Now you got to come back and throw a strike. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled off the screen. Good job by Wade to stay alive.
Good battle. Pitch was out of the zone, but close enough to where it could have been called a strike, so Wade punched it down the third base line.
Another 3-2 from Zach Gibson. And this one ripped to center field, right into the glove of Potter, who throws it back to third. Everyone stays put, and there's 2 away.
A strong throw from Potter. Lucas Jennings didn't even have to move at third base. He caught it right at his head. So really, really strong throw from center.
The runner wasn't tagging, so he had to come back. That ball was just hit too hard and right at Gavin Potter.
And we mentioned that Potter plays in some as well, and so
this one hit into center field. Potter's going to have to back up on this one. Backing up, and he drops it. It's off his glove. A run comes in. Here comes another, and all 3 are going to come around to score. And Bowling Green was that close to getting out of this bases loaded, nobody out situation unscathed. Instead, it's 3 runs across for the Warriors. And a 6-0 lead.
it was just as soon as Potter got set that ball was hit his way. So he has to recover, and he was having to backtrack. It was over his head, and you'd rather go out than in sometimes. And so he was going out. Ball just hit off the end of his glove.
3 runs come across, and that's a foul ball on the first pitch to Kinney. 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Actually, that's Conrad, isn't it?
It's Conrad.
Kenny had the hit to center.
And he has all of the RBIs today.
Yep. This one hit to left and off the glove of Miller. That ball just took off back the other way, and another run's going to come across. So a pair of drop balls by the outfield for Bowling Green, and it's 7-0. Another 0-2 pitch ripped out to left. Both balls would have been good catches, but both of them going to go down as errors. That's a strike called on the first pitch to Nickel. 0-1 from Gibson. Popped out of play, 0-2.
Nickel has a sacrifice bunt today, and he struck out against Camden Fisher. And that was when they made the change for Camden to come out of the ball game.
0-2. And the pitch on its way. This one hit to the shortstop and past Fisher and into short left field. Everybody back safely. Throw almost came back in and got him. Now there's 2 aboard. Inning continues. That's already 32 pitches for Zach Gibson.
Likely having a short leash as well, as Gibson has seen some time, and you're going to want to use him later in the week if you can.
That one just misses the outside corner. 1-0. This inning has just gotten out of hand. This one ripped to the third baseman. Up with it is Jennings. His throw across, and the inning finally comes to a close. 5-3 on the putout. And Winfield adds 4 to their lead. Now lead the Bobcats 7-0 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Ackles Farm Market, and Northeast Missouri Title Company.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green. The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
Home half of the 4th inning, and Bowling Green's got to get their work boots on now, trailing Winfield 7-0.
So if you're Bowling Green, do you take the walk?
Yeah, I know. 3 times in the first 3 innings, a walk has been followed by a ball up the middle for a double play.
Hard to do. Hard to turn a double play.
Yeah,
But 3 of them?
Yeah, and all the same way, following a walk. So, I mean, is that the plan? I know as a pitcher you don't want a stat line full of walks, but
no.
But every one of them has been followed by that.
That is the definition
ground ball
of helping your teammates.
Yeah.
Up the middle, Creech and Nickel are just like, yeah,
we'll do it.
If you're gonna walk, I guess that's okay. Just have them hit it to us.
7-0. Winfield leads. 2 big innings, 3 in the first on a home run, 4 last inning on a pair of outfield errors. And that is a ball to start the bottom of the 4th inning.
The only way that the Bobcats have reached base today is via walk. There have been no hits, so.
Yeah, we haven't even mentioned that. No hitter intact for Mitchell Wade. 2-0 the count. That one misses up high, 3-0. He's just playing into his hands.
It can't be on purpose.
And that one misses, and it's a leadoff walk to the leadoff man, Alex Miller.
Miller draws the walk.
And that'll bring in Gavin Potter.
Bringing up number 31, Gavin Potter.
You know he's probably just frustrating himself. Walks frustrated me the most as a pitcher.
Uh-huh.
Like, I know I can throw strikes, but for some reason I'm not. So walking someone is never fun, and then it's just an added pressure.
That one inside, and 5 straight out of the zone from Mitchell Wade. Gavin Potter ahead in the count 1-0. Looking for that double play ball are the Warriors. They've turned 3. Check on the runner at first, and the ball gets away, and they won't get the double play this time unless it's a line out because Miller's heading down to second base on the air.
Not the best throw over to first from Wade. Kept his feet planted, and it was a really odd rotation to get the ball to first.
Mm-hmm.
Not the best form for it. Tried to be a little too sneaky.
Walking in air, and this one fouled off the sidewall and all the way out to the second baseman. Active are the walls here at Bowling Green's baseball diamond. Beautiful baseball, softball complex here at Bowling Green.
Green grass from some nice spring weather that we've had.
This one lined out of play over the Winfield dugout. Ball and 2 strikes to Gavin Potter with Zach Gibson on deck.
Are they looking for a different foul ball? Or is it from the home run balls that the Bobcats are still?
Yeah, maybe. This one, again, fouled toward the track, and that guy's like, I just got this one.
Getting your steps in today.
Yeah.
Hopping a fence. And all the luxuries of being a fan at the baseball game.
1 ball, 2 strikes, runner at second. Nobody out for Bowling Green. Potter, they're waiting for some baseballs, I think, and one does come out of the Bowling Green dugout to the left-handed pitching at Mitchell Wade. He's now thrown 40 pitches. This will be pitch number 41. To the plate it comes, and it's outside to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Leadoff walk, went to second on a pickoff attempt that went awry. That one up high, and the count goes full.
Potter walked his last at bat. So he's seen the zone, seen where Wade's been, and read it well.
3-2, and that misses. Back-to-back walks to the Bobcats. And that'll bring in Zach Gibson.
Now batting, number 13.
Opens up that double play again.
Or do you try for the triple play? Step it up a notch, and I think they're going to
pull him, I think.
Yeah. New pitcher going to come in, and that's going to be, they're breaking up the combo as Peter Nickel will come in from second base and be the new pitcher with Winfield leading Bowling Green 7-0, but the Bobcats have runners at first and second and nobody out here in the home half of the fourth here on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, "The sweetest fruits of life come from serving others." And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
See me, Tim Jenkins, at 3404 Georgia Street for a free insurance review.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
So the new pitcher is Peter Nickel. New second baseman is Camden Palmer.
Caden Palmer still behind the plate.
Yeah, Camden and Caden. There's 2 Palmers.
Yep.
They've doubled the amount of Palmers.
So we're going to have to keep them straight, but
Well, one's wearing a bunch of gear and the other one's wearing a glove and a hat. So Gibson will be the first batter to face Nickel. And the first pitch to him is inside for ball 1.
in Zach's last at bat, he hit into a double play.
First and second, nobody out, and this one is hit in the air down the line and foul. That one disappeared.
Yeah.
Right at the base of the fence.
I was thinking maybe it went to the tunnel, but I don't know.
I think it's in the rough.
You have to do some hunting for those foul balls, especially to the left side of the field.
1-1. This one hit into center field. Moving over on it is Havocan, and he camps under it for out number 1. Almost missed the cutoff man. Screech had to go way high to get that one.
Miller had to retreat back pretty quickly as he had a lead in between second and third base.
So that'll bring in Rowan Milosevic here with 1 out and runners at first and second. And Winfield again wants that double play ball to end the inning. This one is hit in the air and out of play. Back toward us. 0-1 to the big Bowling Green catcher. First and second, 1 down. Nickel in relief of Wade. And that ball dips low and inside. It's even the count of the ball and a strike. A lot of room in that 5-6 hole. And an awkward check on the runner at second. Yeah, they are going to call a balk. So the runners will advance to second and third.
Brady Creech had already ran back to his position at shortstop, ready to field the ball, and Peter Nickel had a little bit of a late turn and an awkward turn to throw.
Because of and now the shortstop is wondering what happened. It's because he's double pumped on that throw back to second base.
I think you fix that transition and that turn, you don't double pump.
Yeah.
That's your fix.
Yeah. 1-1 the count, second and third, just 1 out. And the next is grounded to the third baseman. They're going to go to first, allow a run, and the ball is thrown over the head of the first baseman, and another run is going to cross for Bowling Green. They score 2 on the play, and ending up at second base is Rowan Milosevic on that 2-base error.
So an error, well, before that there was a balk, and so runners put into scoring position and then an error at third base. It was like he was in between the decision to throw home and throw to first base. He made the decision to throw to first, and he just sailed it.
Way over the head of Pruitt at first. And that'll bring in Eli Grody. And the first pitch to Grody is a strike called. On 1 runner at second. 1 out. And a swing and a miss. 0-2. 7-2 as the Bobcats have scored a pair here in this home half of the 4th inning. The next from Nickel. Just a bit high. A ball and 2-strike count. Runner at second is Milosevic. And the pitch to the plate is hit back up the middle, and that's down for a hit. Throw goes to third. Milosevic with a slide is there. And runners at the corners now with 1 out.
He stood up on the backside of the bag, and there for the tag was Kinney.
And that is the first hit for the Bobcats, correct?
It is the first hit.
Off of either pitcher today. So Wade doesn't allow any hits. The first hit allowed by Nickel, and runners at the corners, and Bowling Green a hit here, and you're right back in the ball game. Jennings with one out and a swing and a miss.
In his last at bat, he hit a ground ball to the second baseman. It was not for a double play. It was just a ground ball. That was the third out of the inning.
Yeah.
We have to say that because there were so many double plays.
Runner goes, throw down, and it is off the glove, and Bowling Green's going to score another run on an error.
Rowan comes across the score.
Ball bounced pretty far.
Mm-hmm. See, you change out someone in the middle, infield, and crazy things happen. Camden Palmer had that ball go off his glove. Runner at second now, and 3 have crossed the plate for the Bobcats. That one right past our side window here. Still a no-ball, 2-strike count.
Eli Grody at second base for the Bobcats. Just one out.
0-2 to Jennings is hit off the end of the bat, kind of a squibber to the first baseman. Throw over to first. The covering pitcher is there for the second out. Runner advances to third on the play.
Coming to the plate, number 1.
That'll bring in Camden Fisher.
He walked his last at bat.
Camden pokes one through here, or legs out a single, and it's a 3-run ball game. That one misses, goes to the screen. They're going to try and score the run, and the catcher didn't realize there was a man on third base.
He walked to the ball.
Yeah, he completely forgot about the runner at third base.
It's that same pitch that we were seeing earlier, and it just seems like he's not getting a good read on that outside corner of the plate, and the pitches that have went to the outside have went to the backstop. So good jump by Eli Grody to come across and make this a 3-run ball game.
This one grounded to the shortstop slowly. Up with it is Creech. Throw across in time, and the inning comes to an end. But Bowling Green scores 4 times. They take advantage of some uncharacteristic errors from the Winfield Warriors. We're going to the 5th inning. Warriors still up 7-4 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, PJ Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
5th inning here at Bowling Green. The Bobcats on the board now. They score 4 times, answering the 4 put on the scoreboard by Winfield in the top half of that inning. So 8 runs total in that 4th inning between the 2 teams, and it's back to a 3-run Winfield lead.
Bobcats, they were struggling to find a hit. They were actually aided with some errors in the field, some walks, and it wasn't until after they had scored 3 runs that they got their first hit of the ball game.
Yeah. Even had a balk in that last half inning on a pickoff attempt. 0-1. This one hit to the shortstop. Camden Fisher up with it. Guns a throw over to first. Perfect strike there to Grody for the first out. 6-3 on the putout. As Gibson is settling in a bit after that rough 4th inning. Brings in the number 9 man, Cooper Martin. 2 big innings for Winfield. That ball is up high to Martin.
Martin found luck in the left side of the field his last at bat. Before that, he went down to looking strikeout.
Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. Yeah, last inning, the 8 and 9 men both singled to start that big inning. This one grounded to the shortstop, moving toward third is Fisher. Throw across. Another good throw and a good stretch by Grody at first for the second out. So a pair of ground outs to short. There's 2 away.
Fish does a great job on the field, and he plays really good defense. Whether he's pitching or if he's just in the field, he's going to give it his best. But he has a really quick transition and a good throw over to first base.
He was thrown across his body that time, moving away from second base. This one grounded to the first baseman, and Grody's going to take it himself. 1-2-3 inning. First of the day for the Bobcats. They come back in the bottom of the 5th, trailing Winfield 7-4 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bibb Beach and Collier Funeral Homes, Sun Window Company, and Center Locker Service.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
7-4 Winfield as we start playing the bottom of the 5th inning. Mark Ruddick, Maddie Ingram, and you're all decked out Nolan Arenado gear.
I am. He's Mr. 300.
300 home runs. That's for sure.
Tough to do.
I went with the St. Louis hodgepodge. I got the Cardinal shorts, the City SC windbreaker, and then the Blues hat. You don't want to ask what my Battlehawks gear is.
No, I don't.
Everything's represented here today. 7-4 Winfield leads Bowling Green here as we start the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Dane Dunn, Lucas Dick, and then back to the top for Alex Miller.
Dane Dunn, he hit a ground ball to the second baseman his last at bat.
He takes a strike to start this plate appearance. Crowding the plate from the right-hand side. And the 0-1 instead of step off. That's pitcher and catcher not together on the sides there. Now the 0-1. This one fouled back at us. A lot of balls up here tonight.
There are.
0-2 to the number 8 hitter in the Bobcat lineup, the designated hitter, Dane Dunn. A late swing there. Shoots it off the sidewall. Still an 0-2 count.
Working hard in his at bat. Trying to get a pitch that suits him best. And racking up that pitch count out of the hand of Nickel.
Another 0-2. And on the corner, strike 3 called. And that's the first out.
It's one of those pitches that really could go either way. As a pitcher, you really want it. As a hitter, you're hoping that, well, I'm hoping I swung and I'm not looking at strike 3.
Yeah, he didn't like those outside pitches. He did a good job on the first 0-2 to slap it to the wall, but that one wouldn't pull the trigger, and there's another strike right there in that same spot to start Lucas Dix at bat.
Nickel trying to take advantage of that outside corner. And he does again.
Yeah. Bowling Green having to protect now, and that one just nubbed to the backstop, 0-2.
Haven't really seen him come in on that inside part of the plate as often as we've seen the outside corner of the plate being attacked. I'd say scoot up on the plate.
0-2 to the number 9 man. This one ripped to the third baseman. Odd hop. Kenny able to adjust and throws it across for the second out.
Tough hop as it was coming from the grass, and it was right where that lip meets the dirt, and looked like it was going to stay below the waist, but as soon as it hit that lip, it went right to the shoulder.
Yep. He stayed with it. Delivered a strong throw, and it's base is empty and 2 outs. Back to the top for Alex Miller. He puts one in the air, foul territory. They're all giving it a look, and it'll get over the sidewall. I'd say it's about 20 rows deep.
Yeah. And none of the Winfield JV hitters were phased.
No.
They were like, what do you mean foul ball?
Why are you all running over here? That's behind us.
Yeah.
0-1. And it looked like Nickel was trying to go old Nestor there with his leg kick and threw a ball to the backstop. 1-1 the count. This one grounded. Oh, past a diving third baseman Kenny and into left field. Second hit of the day for the Bobcats.
Cooper Martin quickly getting to that ball that was stopping pretty much on that left field line after it got past Kenny. Don't know if maybe some of the air from him diving and maybe pushed it out and slowed it down, but didn't want to go very far after that.
That'll bring in Gavin Potter. With a runner aboard and 2 outs, Bowling Green looking to put together a 2-out rally here. They scored 4 times last inning, trail by 3. This one hit in the air. Center field, not even moving is Havokin. Now he takes a step forward and makes the catch for the 3rd out. Bowling Green leaves a runner aboard here in the bottom of the 5th. Still trail Winfield 7-4 on Eagle 102.
Eagle 102 Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Loyalty Dogs, Crazy Ladies Garden Center, and Niebuhr Funeral Homes.
Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice is seeking compassionate nurses to join our work family. We offer competitive pay, great benefits, and flexible scheduling. Don't wait. Apply today at pikecountyhealth.org.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana. And let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right. State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Well, you got the 1, 2, 3 inning last inning. You need another one here if you're Bowling Green trying to stay in this ball game and make a late push. They trail 7-4 to Winfield. Gibson has thrown 40 pitches in relief of Camden Fisher, who was pulled early in this one. And just imagine if you can catch that ball in center field, keep those 3 runs from scoring, this would be a 4-3 game right now, or even a 3-3 game.
And, yeah, definitely it would be a lot tighter. And it would be interesting to see what would have happened. I wonder if Nickel would have came into this ball game if this was a little bit tighter as well. But, yeah, that's always something that you got to think about.
Yep, got to clean up those errors. And we're underway in the 6th inning with a strike to the number 2 hitter in the order, Brady Creech.
In his last at bat, he had a ground ball to the third baseman. They got that force out at home.
This one hit to Fisher off his glove. That was at the apex of his jump. That's a base hit all day long.
Seemed like he had it timed correctly. He was just a step away and kind of swatted at it more than anything, but good attempt.
He's looking at his glove.
Why didn't you catch that ball?
Yeah, he needs a longer glove.
He
needs
does.
an outfield glove. This one grounded to the second baseman. Too slow for a double play and too much movement toward first. They get the out at first base, so the runner advances and 1 out. So they get the first out of the inning, and that'll bring in Kenny, who's hit the ball hard all day long.
He has put in 6
This
or
one
7
is
runs.
hit hard to the gap, left center, and that will go 1 hop to the wall and score another run. That makes it 8-4. Into second is Kenny with another extra base hit. And it's a 4-run Winfield advantage.
He has knocked in 7 runs today.
I don't think he gets credit for some of those because it was an error on the center fielder that the 3 runs came. I'm not giving him those RBIs.
You're not going to give him to him?
I'll give him the first 3 because that was a no-doubt home run. But the second 3, that's a ball that should have been caught.
We'll make it 4 then because that was a
tying up the right-hander Conrad on that first pitch is Gibson. It's 0-1. Yeah, it was off his bat, but I'm not giving him RBIs for it. Ball should have been caught. 1-1 the count. The next. There's a strike called. 1-2. Runner at second, 1 down.
In his last at bat, he hit a line drive to left field. It was dropped.
This one hit in the air. Second baseman going back on it, going back, and making the catch is Lucas Dick, and the runner will stay standing right there at second base. 2 outs now.
At the plate now is Peter Nickel. He is now your pitcher for the Winfield Warriors. His last at bat, he had a line drive to left center field. It was a single. Before that, struck out, and then his first at bat, he had a sacrifice bunt.
This one, a swing and a miss. Looks like Gibson's getting loose and really firing in that fastball now. 0-1. On the corner, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs and a runner at second base. A run in for Winfield. They're up by 4. Shakes off one sign, likes the next. From the stretch, kicks and delivers. On the corner, strike 3 called. Big strike out there for Zach Gibson. And it's an 8-4 ball game as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Bowling Green trailing, but they're coming up on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
To the bottom of the 6th here at Bowling Green High School. It's Winfield 8 and the Bobcats 4. Mark Runick, Matty Ingram. Back here in the Eagle 102 broadcast booth.
Some other sports results from this evening. We had a golf meet, and so the results from that, Clopton was competing Bowling Green and Wright City. Coming in first place was Bowling Green with a score of 198. Clopton 204 and Wright City in third of 222.
Bobcats need a run or 2 here to set up a 7th inning comeback attempt. Trailing by 4. We'll have Louisiana at home against Wright City tomorrow, and then softball on Wednesday. Pittsfield and Western from Pittsfield High School.
Good week for Diamond Sports. As long as Mother Nature continues to be nice, it looks like temperatures are going to be fantastic. And then clear skies.
That's good. That's the best part. So Gibson to lead things off. Then Milosevic and Grody. Nickel. Comes set. And the righty delivers the ball back to the screen. Want to know to Gibson. They play him straight away, infield and outfield. A little shaded toward left and center field. That one misses as well. 2 balls and no strikes.
Palmer really struggling with that outside corner. If it's going and it's diving towards the dirt, likely it's going to hit off a shin guard or get past him.
Mm-hmm. This one grounded to the third baseman. Backing up on it is Kenny. His throw across is in time. 5-3 on the putout.
Luke Pruitt was able to get the dig. Throw was a little low. He scooped it up to get the out.
That'll bring in the Bobcat catcher, Rowan Milosevic. Long trot back to the dugout for Gibson. He's finally off the field, and Rowan is ready. That one fouled straight back. He was on top of that one. Maybe a little ahead of it. Base is empty, one out. Nickel is set, and he delivers. Took something off that one, and Rowan was way out in front, 0-2.
Big swing.
Bottom dropped out of it as well. Now the big man in the hole. The 0-2 pitch from Peter Nickel. Bounces that one in there. Good pick by Palmer. 1-2.
Good job by Milosevic to be selective there.
And the 1-2. In the dirt and off to the on-deck circle it goes. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nickel ready again. This one grounded to the second baseman right at Palmer, and he throws over for the second out. 4-3 on the putout.
Number 11, Eli.
And that'll bring in Eli Grody.
Grody had the first hit of the day for the Bobcats. It was a line drive to center field, and it was a single. That came after they scored 3 runs.
This one grounded past the third baseman, down the line in left. Nice job cutting it off by Martin, holding him to a single as he makes a wide turn, goes back to the bag. A 2-out hit. And Bowling Green not done yet here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That'll bring in Lucas Jennings with 2 down, and we'll see if Bowling Green wants to do some running. Not on the first pitch, but it goes back to the screen, and he will take second. Pitch was a ball, 1-0.
Late jump from Grody. Think he was wanting to make sure that it got past the catcher Palmer.
Does go down as a pass ball. Now a runner in scoring position with 2 outs, and that one's low, 2-0. Winfield ahead by 4 runs. This one lifted into center, and Avakin just trots forward about 10 steps to close out the home half of the 6th inning. Bowling Green leaves a runner in scoring position, still trail 8-4. Winfield coming up in the 7th on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Ackles Farm Market, and Northeast Missouri Title Company.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green Clopton and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Top of the 7th here at Bowling Green. Full week of Diamond Sports here on KJFM starts here tonight, and it's 8-4 Winfield. Bowling Green needs to put one more 0 on the board, and then a big comeback in the bottom of the 7th inning if they want to walk this one off. 2-0 the count to the leadoff man here for the Warriors.
It's Caden Palmer, followed by Luke Pruitt and Cooper Martin. So 7, 8, 9 for the Warriors.
Swing and a miss makes it 2-1.
Don't want to get back to the top of the lineup.
Not at all. Want this to be the last time. Or last time to be the last time you faced him today. That one up high, 3-1. And the next, lifted into right. Coming in now is McGaw, and he makes the catch. Took a step back and then had to come forward for that first out. That'll bring in Pruitt.
He hasn't had much hit his way today, so.
Actually, it'll be a pinch hitter, won't it? That's not Pruitt.
If you get me his number, I can't see it. Number 6.
Oh, okay. It's not.
It is Camden Palmer.
Yeah,
so
Camden.
he came in for the when we had the pitching change.
That one misses. 2-0 with one out. That one grounded foul. Oh, you gotta make a play on that, Coach.
It had a couple of hops. It wouldn't hurt as bad.
Spinning, backing out of the way.
Sun's tough over there. Oh, he threw the pitch and the umpire wasn't ready. So.
Yeah. So no pitch.
Oh, because the ball was still in play.
Uh-huh.
It's the second time they've had issue with that today.
It was a pretty good pitch, too. This one misses, and it's 3-1.
And so they're going to have to make a change. Pitch number 60 from Lucas Gibson.
Zach
Gibson.
And his day on the hill will be done, and we'll see who the third pitcher of the day is for Bowling Green here in the top of the 7th inning. They're switching out gloves. It'll be the right fielder coming in, Tanner McGaw. He'll be the third pitcher of the day for Bowling Green, and he'll have to come in with a 3-1 count. He's going to have to throw strikes or pick up somebody else's walk. But we'll take a break while he warms up and come back with more baseball here in the top of the 7th inning. It's bases empty, 1 out, and a 3-1 count when we return on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, Rick Lighthouse Insurance Agency, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Welcome to Vast National Bank. How can I help you?
Hey, I'm here to talk to someone about a loan.
Oh, I'll grab you the L97B. We call it the Just Talking form.
What about actually applying for a loan?
Oh my, well, let me pop in the toner cartridge. Hey, Bill, you want to pass me the big stapler?
Yeah, I'm just going to go to People's Savings Bank.
Skip the mega banks. When you need a loan, visit People's Savings Bank. The people you know and trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Mert BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mertbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, Eolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
No fair. Tanner McGaw throws one pitch. It goes inside just off the plate, and he's charged with a walk.
That's truly unfair.
Yeah. So down to first is Palmer. And the lefty McGaw delivers a strike as he just slings it in there. We noticed that last Tuesday when he was pitching on his birthday in relief. That one off the end of the bat and back to the screen. Cooper Martin, the batter, the number 9 hitter, behind in the count 0-2 with a runner at first and 1 out.
Camden Palmer at first base.
The 0-2. Off the glove of Milosevic, and the runner will advance.
I think he thought he had it as well as he took a look down at first base before realizing it went to the back of the screen.
Ball and 2-strike count now with the runner at second and just 1 out. Gauze pitch, low and in, 2-2. You don't see too many lefties sling it like that.
No.
That's kind of a righty thing. As that swung on and missed for a strikeout. And the second out here, and they'll go back to the top of the order for Lovan Havikin.
So a walk and a strikeout for McGaw.
A 1-pitch walk at that.
He obviously had enough of it.
Yeah. Ooh, big cut there, and Havikin came up empty. He was trying to make this a 10-4 game with one swing of the bat.
Back at the top of the lineup.
3:15 down the line in right. But you don't see a lot of left-handed home runs here. 1-1 the count. That one misses outside. 2-1. Pitch number 10 coming from Tanner McGaw. That one fouled off. Ball and 2 strikes. Excuse me, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Havikin back into the left-hand batter's box. And McGaw's 2-2 pitch on its way. And that one missed, and the count goes full.
Dancing at second base is Palmer. Goes back pretty quick. With just a peek from McGaw.
Lefty, and the 3-2 is hit to the second baseman through the legs of Dick, and another run's going to come in. 9-4.
So that's an error at second base.
No RBI for Havikin, but the inning continues now for Brady Creech. And he was playing deep. Kind of got his feet crossed up a little bit as that one's fouled back to the football field. 0-1.
Ball wasn't hit particularly hard.
And the next, on the inside corner, 0-2. Batter didn't like it. Creech kind of looked back to the home plate umpire. 9-4. Winfield is tacked on here in the top of the 7th inning. They lead Bowling Green. Runner at first, 2 outs, and that one just missed that inside corner. 1 ball, 2 strike count. The next, that one grounded off the third baseman. I think that hit the knee of Jennings, and he's hobbled.
I think Gibson may have took his place, so that's Gibson.
Yeah, it is.
That ball was hit hard, and he's looking directly into the sun, so he probably caught a glimpse of that ball right before it was about to take a hop, hit him right in the knee.
Now runners at first and second with 2 outs. I'm not going to go air on that one. I'm going to go with a hit.
He has sunglasses and a hat, but that sun is brutal, especially down the left side of the field. If you're playing softball, the right field side, but especially at this time, you really struggle with the sun.
He's going to try and walk it off. But, yeah, I think that hit right off the kneecap.
It ricocheted all the way to the third base dugout, so he'll stay in the ball game.
Runners at first and second. And the next from McGaw. Kind of an inside-out swing, and that one fouled to the opposite field out of play. Mitchell Wade, the starting pitcher today, he's in line for the win. If this game continues the way it is, he actually left with a no-hitter intact, but Bowling Green got 4 off.
An interesting way to have that no-hitter as
Yeah.
well. He had a lot of help.
That one fouled off the screen. And Nickel allowed the 4 runs, all in the bottom of the 4th inning. That brought the Bobcats within 3, but they've allowed runs here in the 6th and 7th. And trailed 9-4 as that one's popped out of play. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Winfield is just finding the oddest places to warm up their JV team today. They're out beyond the center field fence of the softball diamond. Across the road.
Whatever works, I guess.
They were on the football field earlier.
They like the change of scenery,
Yeah.
Mark. Okay.
Gonna be all wore out with all the walking they've done. As that one is in on the hands and to the Bowling Green on deck circle. Still a 2-strike count. A 1-ball, 2-strike count. To the lefty hitting, now DH. McGaw's next pitch misses the corner, 2-2.
Good pitch from Tanner McGaw. Was trying to get Wade on the outside corner. Dribbler to third base, maybe.
Swing and a miss on the 2-2. Wade leaves 2 aboard, and we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Last chance for the Bobcats. They trail 9-4 here from Bowling Green High School on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, PJ Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
9-4, Bowling Green trailing Winfield here as they head to the bottom of the 7th inning, and you got a final.
Yes, so the Ellsbury Indians defeated the Louisiana Bulldogs 13-0. So that score is final. It's 13-0. Ellsbury gets the win over the Louisiana Bulldogs.
We'll see the Bulldogs tomorrow as they host Wright City at Wallace Memorial Park. 4:45 pregame, 5 o'clock first pitch, if the umpires get there in time. A little late today, but it was an early start scheduled today.
It was
4:30 instead of the normal 5 o'clock. So they got it done about 4:37 as that one is looped and caught. So Camden Fisher retired, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting, number 8, Dane.
That's efficient.
Yeah.
And the efficiency, well, the Bobcats don't want the Winfield Warriors to be efficient in this 7th inning. That made their job easy.
They need 5 to tie, and a strike called on the first pitch to Dane Dunn. And Winfield exactly where they want to be, pitching to the 7, 8, and 9 hitters in the bottom of the 7th inning.
In his last at-bat, Dane Dunn got caught looking.
There's a swing and a miss, 0-2. Quickly to Dunn with Lucas Stick on deck. Nichols 0-2 goes outside, and Palmer misses that one as it goes back to the screen. One ball, 2 strikes, base is empty, 1 out, and a swing and a miss, and Bowling Green down to their final out.
Coming to the plate, number 9, Lucas Dick.
So Dick, the final hope. for Bowling Green. They trail 9-5 to Winfield. A beautiful Monday following Easter here at Bowling Green High School. First pitch to Dick is, pretty good pitch, called a ball.
This is his first at-bat of the ball game.
That one is called a strike. 1-1. 2 outs, base is empty. And there's strike 2, and Bowling Green down to their final strike. 9-4, Winfield. Nickel, the 0-2 pitch, fouled back to the screen, and Bowling Green still alive here on this Monday afternoon. One-two pitch. On its way. Bounces in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, base is empty. Alex Miller on deck. Willie Bat, another time today. Long look. Nickel delivers. This one grounded to the shortstop and off his glove. That took a crazy hop. And Bowling Green's not done yet. He's 6.
It's kind of just that waiting game that you play whenever you're playing back and that ball takes another hop off the grass. And it's tough whenever you're approaching to charge it and it skips over your shoulder.
He's 6. Back to the top for Miller.
Another score to pass along. The Pleasant Hill.
This one to the shortstop. Throw across, and this ball game is over. Your final score, 9-4 here. That's a score from Pleasant Hill.
Yes, Pleasant Hill defeated the Griggsville Perry Lady Tornadoes 11-0 in 5 innings.
Warriors over the Bobcats here, 9-4. That's a final. We'll be back with the postgame for you after this on KJFM.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, the sweetest fruits of life come from serving others. And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
See me, Tim Jenkins, at 3404 Georgia Street for a free insurance review.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly, Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM.
Bobcats got behind early here this afternoon, allowed 3 runs on a long home run in the top of the first inning, and just couldn't really claw back into this one. Allowed 4 more runs in the top of the fourth, so they were down 7-0 before they had their first hit. Do come back in that bottom of the fourth with all 4 of their runs today, but allow single runs in the 6th and 7th and fall 9-4 today.
Yeah, and the Bobcats, they had to respond after giving up that big 3-run home run, and they really couldn't. So things were really tough for them as, you know, they would get walked and then they would hit into a double play. There was 3 double plays.
In the first 3 innings.
In the first 3 innings. And it was all the same setup. Walk, double play, walk, double play. And so
You missed the third one.
Oh, and then walk in a double play.
There you go.
And so it makes it really tough for you to have that confidence when you're stepping into the batter's box again, because it's just kind of getting taken away from you, especially when you're down. And so they were able to find that, and there was a pitching change that was made. Bobcats were able to make this one within reaching distance.
Yeah, they smelled a chance, but then those single runs kind of quieted that thought real quick.
And had a couple of errors today. Base running, I thought, was a lot better than what we saw last week, but they still have to clean it up just a little bit, and that changes a lot because 3 of those runs could have been taken away. We catch the ball in center field.
4 of them. Because the 3 run one play, and then that would have ended the inning. Yeah.
So lots of things could have changed there, and it just comes down to making a couple of plays, especially when you need them in those big situations when bases were loaded.
9-4 our final. We'll take a final break, come back and wrap things up here from Bowling Green after this on the Eagle 102 postgame show.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bibb Beach and Collier Funeral Homes, Sun Window Company, and Center Locker Service.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Casey Sutton, certified athletic trainer with Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
9-4 our final. Winfield over Bowling Green. Wade gets the win. Camden Fisher takes the loss for the Bobcats. And the Bobcats fall to 4-6, while the Warriors improve to 4-2 on this 2023 campaign.
And Bowling Green obviously looked a lot better today than what we saw last week against North Callaway. Just continuing to put those little things together will push them over the edge. Hopefully, as the season continues on and getting closer to postseason play, they're able to tie some of those loose ends.
Next 5 for the Bobcats on the road. They won't be back here for over 2 weeks here at Bowling Green High School.
That's a long time.
Yeah. So what do we have coming up for you tomorrow?
We will have Louisiana taking on Wright City at Wallace Memorial Park, so it's an EMO conference game. You can join us at 4:45 for our pregame. 5 o'clock is our first pitch, and so make sure you tune in. It should be myself and Taylor Lewis tomorrow, so joining me for the broadcast should be a good game.
And then back to the softball diamond on Wednesday from Pittsfield as they welcome in the Western Wildcats. Final again, 9-4, Winfield over Bowling Green. From Maddie, Mark saying we'll see you for more baseball tomorrow here on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio. With studios in Louisiana and Bowling Green, this is Eagle 102 KJFM Louisiana.